Hello everyone, this is Archive at 12, and today we have a new Stupendium video. This is the song Do Re Mi, Doey the Doughman from Poppy Playtime. Now, I don't know much about Poppy Playtime, aside from, what was his name, Huggy Wuggy, and most of that comes from the massive number of jump scares that appear it's showcased in these Poppy Playtime AMVs. So I don't know who Doey the Doughman is, but I mean this looks like the thing. This looks like a homemade thing cosplay. So that's interesting. I suppose we're gonna find out more as we watch through this, but just understand that I'm not going to get very many references. I'm doing this because the fact that I love the Stupendium and I love their music. And I mean, let's be honest, I'm sure I'll understand the character by the end. Usually Stupes is capable of making some pretty wild and uh colorful, let's put it that way, colorful descriptions for what what any of the characters that they play happen to be like. The entire reason why I like his or their Spamtum D Spamtum song, which I will be reacting to a longest solo ever song that came out a couple months ago after this, so keep an eye out for that. That features Spamtum and Stupendium in it, so that should be fun. But focusing on Poppy Playtime, yeah, I don't know much about the game series, so this is going to be a new introduction for me for a new character. Link will be in the description below if you want to watch it without my commentary, because we'll be pausing, I will be talking about it. And also down below is a link to my Patreon. You'll find longer form reaction videos of various anime and TV shows, such as Solo Leveling, which will be getting episode 3 sometime this week, and Surreal Estate, which I will also be reacting to episode 2 sometime this week. But without further ado, let's get started.
Deep in the pipes, far away from the sun, is a story that won't be told. Stuffed with 3 times the smiles and 3 times the fun. It's no wonder we broke the mold. But the price on the packaging charged for the magic is tragically oversold. Did your mom never tell you the colors would melt to a mess if the dough gets folded and rolled into one, until what they become is a noxious concoction that can't be undone? You can squash back in pots if this hodgepodge of splotches or blots on the story you thought you'd spun. Red.
I gotta say, that costume looks very warm. It looks like it's made out of rubber, and it just the more I look at it, the more uncomfortable I think it would be to wear. That is a lot of dedication and commitment to be able to put on that outfit. Just 100%. Props to Stupes. I don't think I'd be able to make it through filming an entire music video in that thing. Obviously, this must have taken multiple days. I can't see this not taking multiple days. There had to have been plenty of breaks, because that just looks unbearable.
Do you hear the sound of music? Do re mi so far, it is all that I can hear. 'Cause in my brain, 1, 2, 3, my thoughts spell pain. ABC. In that refrain, again. Do re mi. You know there's another street to live.
Okay, so this song has a lot of funkiness to it. It has a really interesting and unique like candor. It marches forward consistently, and it doesn't really ever stop. it just kind of like pushes forward one step at a time, with a low strumming, slow moving drum beat. It's almost like it's the best way I can describe it is like a zombie shuffle in terms of its cadence, in that it kind of just moves forward at this really slow and sluggish pace, um, that makes it feel a lot more ominous. The way that the lyrics are structured, it is painting a very vivid and colorful picture for what Doey the Doughman would be, and that's kind of what I expected from this, because Stupes is really good about like describing what the character that they're supposed to portray is like. So they're doing a good job of doing that, but they're doing it in a way that is a little slower than most of their other songs. Most of the time, you know, when you think of Stupendium song, a lot of times there is like a bit of not necessarily a sense of urgency, but a quicker pace to it. Um, this one is taking its time, and in no way, shape, or form am I saying that it's a bad thing. It is taking its time, inflicting a sort of like really unsettling feeling in in your soul, like as it goes, like for through all of these bars that they're using. It feels like it's trying to just creep you out a little bit, and it's working. And it's not a something, it's not something that I would expect from a Stupendium song. Um Maybe it's also the unsettling movement that Stupes is doing inside this costume. Like, this thing is making me uncomfortable. This thing, it's it's not hard to look at, but like just imagining myself in it makes me uncomfortable. And then seeing the way he's moving, which is unnatural for like what you would expect a human or humanoid to be moving like, again, has almost like a zombie like feeling to it. And anybody who knows me knows I am phobic of zombies. So like that lurching, unsettling, I keep wanting to say gyrating, but that's not the right word. But the lurching and unsettling and like the swaying and movements like that, like the way that they're doing it makes me uneasy, because it reminds me of like some of the things I see in like zombie trope films. And combine that with how I'm imagining how uncomfortable that suit is just to be in because it'd be so warm. And it's just the that and the slow candor of the song, the creepiness of the instrumental, which is an amazing instrumental. All of that compounded together just makes me feel uncomfortable.
There's an artistry to living in disharmony, to flip and hit the switch and mix the different disparate parts of me. Sometimes though it's hard to breathe, you're just someone's masterpiece, sharp and gleaming, carved between my heartstrings. Reality, I can't believe they laugh at me for having three compartments in my brain. For the angry, the anxiety discarded in the trains. I miss my family, I think I'm Joe's past. I keep replaying, but I have to keep her safe, at least if hardly keep it sane. You left us last abandoned once you played your little games, and though you wash your hands of thoughts of taking any blame, your hidden sins are written, pending fingerprints unbidden, each embedded in the sticky skin of clay, forever stained. So a safe one built a haven in the basement, a place for each mutated wayward playtime entertainment. And I've come to understand, though I was putty in your hands, it's a model caretaker that escaped them.
I do also really enjoy the puns. There are so many puns. Starting from like the very first bar all the way to now, there are so many puns. It's making it enjoyable and taking a little bit of the easiness away by listening to the song and listening to the puns, but it doesn't fully take away the fact that like looking at this creature, looking at the way that Stupes is animating him, looking at the costume, I'm just like, this is not something that I want to see. this is making me very uneasy. Uh, but I'm grateful for the humor in the song because that diffuses some of that. So,
Do you hear the sound of music? Do, re, mi, so far, it is all that I can hear. 'Cause in my brain, 1, 2, 3, my thoughts spell plain. A, B, C. And that refrain again. Do, re, mi, do, re, mi. All these nightmares you've awoken, and they can't be driven by, 'cause I hide the minds you've broken. Neither charming little had any hope we had was frozen, potion cast into the vat. Now we're left out of the open, broken heart and split and crack. See the colors, how they spin, twist and muddle across my skin, till even I can't tell where one ends and one begins. And each thought amidst the din simply falls and mixes in to the technicolor slurry made of worry, rage, and sin.
that also was uncomfortable to watch, seeing him phase through the bars. This character is awful. And Stupes is doing a good job of animating them, but this character is awful. I can't even begin to describe how unnerving it is to see something like this lurch around.
I will be good, I will be better, I will behave every day, swear I'll try. Let me see Mom, write Dad a letter, tell them I'm sorry, I'm still here inside. I will try to find the eyes I will defend, so little left behind, memories jingle in the slide. What a recipe combined, problem child, product line, gentle voices may be kind, but the voices always wake at night to voices in my head, spinning on a carousel of toys hung by a thread, forsaken to this haven of a playpen, knowing it's a waste escaping at the toy box when the world left us for dead.
Someone dump some warm water on this thing and put it out of its misery, please. This is nothing but a lament of pain and suffering. Like this Doey the Doughboy needs to die.
So when I wake at night to voices in my head, spinning on a carousel of toys hung by a thread, forsaken to this haven of a playpen, knowing it's a waste escaping out the toy box when the world left us for dead. Do you hear the sound of music? Do, re, mi, so far reaches all that I can hear. Don't hate me, do, re, mi. Do, re, mi, don't hate me, do, re, mi.
Good. He's finally he's melting. Good. I think that might be my favorite Stupendium song of this year. Just the compositional structure of that. I love the instrumental. That was one of my favorite things about this song. Just the way that the instrumental was crafted. I don't know if that's like a synthetic bass back there or what that was, but like it just had this like this, I don't know. There's a lot going on in set instrumental, but like I said, it's a very slow, meandering, plodding through sort of instrumental that allowed Stupes, rather than focus on doing like any kind of rap or anything like that, Stupes just went full with the singing aspect of the song, and in doing so, it made it feel so like like I said before, it was unsettling. The tone of the instrumental felt very unnerving. Combine that with my feelings about the suit and the way that Stupes was moving, the song as a whole just feels like it's crawling and creeping towards you like a zombie. And I don't know, it's something about that. It made it feel very unique in its aspects. And because of that, I would feel like this would be, if it's not my favorite, because this is the first listen to, I have to listen to it a couple more times. But if this is not my favorite of song that he's come out with this year, it's definitely in my top 5. Easily top 5, maybe even top 3. Probably top 3, honestly. But like it just feels so well crafted and so intricate, and like so much care was taken with it that I love it. I love it. Not a big fan of the costume, and the video was a little creepy, but I think that was on purpose. It was meant to be unsettling, and if that was the case, Stupes did their job well. All right, there's usually an actor.
Hello, it's me.
Okay.
Sing along Stupendium again from the last Poppy Playtime song. I got fresh batteries. Oh, there's so much dough. Thank you to my wonderful Claytrons for making this video possible. If you enjoyed it, then why not play the playlist? Oh, be a doll and subscribe. Oh, and ring the bell. Why, you could even buy a t-shirt. What fun. In the meantime, I'd better find a mop or something. There's dough everywhere. Oh, it's all in my pull string. You ever tried to get dough out of felt? Well, Doey, stop having an existential crisis and get back here. I gotta talk to you about my dry cleaning bill.
Oh, that was fun. I really enjoyed that. That was very entertaining. But yeah, no, there's a lot that could easily be said about that, but I feel like it best is summed up by just unnerving in one of the best ways possible. But anyway, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you for joining me. I am Markoppa12, and I will see you in the next video.